Hello, welcome to the stream. Give me 45 minutes to reposition all of my windows into a remotely coherent order. No idea how I'm gonna do this. That one can go there. You can go here. I guess. Well, you can go right there. I will place you there, and that is where you will remain. Please notify me if you can hear the words that I'm saying. I would prefer to actually see my audio balances here. It's very difficult. I really should get the other monitor set up still. I haven't really done much of anything. Let me close the closet door. I don't know why that's open. It's bothering me. The closet door is closed. Everything is good. Well, I don't know if everything's good yet. You'll have to let me know. Let me re-angle this microphone. I apologize. Well, let me mute it first. So it's probably going to make a bunch of pinging sounds. There we go. Microphone has been repositioned, so hopefully sounds a little bit better. I'm going to sit here and wait and listen to the calming music until you notify me as to whether or not things are functional. Because I don't have anything better to do. What time is it right now? It's already 1:12 a.m. Well, this is a lot later than I've been going to bed. I've been going to bed at like 10 to 11 because I just pass out. And I was passing out earlier. And as always, to anybody who's stopping by, I have a really serious GPU issue and it just crashes whenever it wants to. And so it's very possible the stream might just be 3 seconds long. Split second that I start. Because that's how it went the last time I tried to officially stream it. Before the 3.5 whatever stream that I did. The stream's current bitrate is lower than the recommended bitrate. Good. So anyway, if the stream just dies suddenly, that's why. I still have not got a new GPU. And with all the things that I've had to do to the truck recently, I don't really want to spend the money on a GPU, so that's an ongoing thing. But we'll see. I'm assuming you're either wrestling your cat or making tea, or you don't want to watch the stream, which is fine. But I don't understand why you wouldn't want to watch the stream. Oh, now you're here. Okay. Hello. You can let me know how I sound. I'm gonna reposition this microphone. Actually, it's bothering me. It should be a little bit lower. Maybe. It's bothering me now. It wasn't bothering me before. It needs to be turned as well. Hold on. Sorry for all the pinging sounds. There we go. I was getting water to make tea, and your audio is fine. Thank you. So as I was saying, yeah, the stream might be 3 seconds long again, because it might just crash. It might just end abruptly because it'll crash, and that sucks, because then I'll lose whatever progress I've made again. Speaking of progress, you can see in my inventory, I don't have 100% of the items that I had before, I think. I think I'm missing something, but I'm not sure. And I didn't do one of the dungeons that I had already done before, but I can't remember which one. But I decided not to because I explored the world a tiny bit, and I found a lot of really good things. So I kind of wanted to get those on stream rather than continue where I left off exactly with the dungeons. Namely, one of the really good things that I found was the blue tunic, finally, which is in the mountains here where I am, so I would like to grab that. I think something else was in there as well. There's a heart container and I think another item. So I'd like to grab those, even though I haven't fully returned to where I was. So it's kind of a weird randomizer stream series at this point. But whatever, that's fine. Anyway, how have you been, Technical Advisor? How has your life been these past 5 days, or however long it's been since I was last here? It feels like it's been several months for me, but I believe it's only been 5 days. And I have no tea or anything because I've drank too much of non-water things and I don't need anything else. And I didn't even get water either, so. Looks like you have all the items and more. What extra item do I have? Another magic? the lightning. Was it ether? I spent the past 5 days in absolute bullshit insomnia. Well, you could trade with my life if you'd prefer. You can fix your truck with a cartel money collector. Anyway, I won't talk about that. I had a good day today, mostly. End of the day, not as much. But truck works now. And I can talk about that a little bit, I guess, for anybody who's interested in that. Who may watch this stream one day. Let me go ahead and pop back into the game, I guess. And again, I apologize. I'm sorry if this crashes like 3 seconds into it, but that is what it is. So if it does, I'm sorry. It's because my GPU crashed because it's garbage, and they are ridiculously overpriced right now. So with all the stuff that I had to do on the truck, I don't necessarily want to spend the money on a GPU right now. But we'll see. Do you have the magic dust and the lightning thing? Oh, you have the magic dust and the lightning thing. So you do have everything you had. Yeah. Okay. I think I have the items. I just didn't do one of the dungeons. So hopefully that's fine. I'll shut off the calming music. We will return to this. I'll drop that down a little bit. You can let me know how the audio balance sounds. I feel like the game audio was a little bit low in the previous stream. And I don't remember exactly where it was. Was it in this cave here? There was a cave around here that had many treasure chests in it. Balance is fine, thank you. And in those many treasure chests were very good things. And I was like, no, I'm going to stop here and continue the stream and get those things. Because they're quite good. Is it this? What is this down here? It's already been a couple days since I stopped, so I've already forgotten everything. I don't think it was there. I don't know if you have to fall down the hole or not. I think there was a secret passage. Let me check that real quick. I think it was the one you have to bomb that had the chest in it, but we'll figure it out. Unless the GPU crashes, then we won't. Oh, right. One of the items was the mirror shield. I remember that. Yeah, that's a fairy. Might have been the one that you dropped down there. I'm not sure. I'll do this first. It was the mirror shield, there was a heart container, the blue tunic, and I think another heart container. Not in here. The other heart container was in the desert. It was a little marshland area. Ah, good. This is where I want to go. Okay. I believe this is the spot with the chests. Maybe not. No, this isn't it. I think this was just rupees. It's like 250s. 50. Oh, yeah, 50 and whatever that is. So that's not it. Mirror shield came from one of the bosses. No. I don't really know exactly what the shields are in this game, but I don't have the mirror shield right now. I have some other shield. I don't know what it's called. Mirror shield is a huge, like, blue-gray shield that covers basically your entire body and reflects lasers. I don't think that's what I have right now. I can't remember what the names are, but there's another shield. It was bigger. And it's wherever the 4 chests are. Oh, here they are. Okay. So this was the really nice room. Rupee. Red boomerang. Red boomerang. Red boomerang. Rupee. Fairy in a bottle. Blue tunic. Okay. Maybe the shield was in the desert. Well, I thought that was a heart container. I might be forgetting one of the places now where I found stuff. So that sucks. But I did find a bigger shield somewhere. So I have the hammer. And the blue tunic's going to be so nice to have. And also I think it looks a lot nicer. I really like the look of the blue tunic. Just way more than the green one. I'm wondering if it was in here. No. It's a place you drop down to. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Doing well. I will show you on the map. I will not show you on the map. I have to go to the Dark World to show you that. I'm just going to show you the palaces that I did complete. But let me check it here real quick. So I have not explored Death Mountain in this randomizer other than kind of off the stream. This is where I found all of those things. I don't think there was anything in this one. I believe this one was a facade. Nothing of decency existed within this cave. Do I have an empty bottle? How do I cycle my bottles? There we go. I do not have an empty bottle. Oh, where's my red boomerang? Oh, there it is. That's weird. I didn't know you could use both of them. Thought it would replace it. I don't know why you would want to still use the blue one. I can't remember what the red one does exactly. Is it just more powerful, or does it, like, move in a different way? Controllable? I don't think it is. So there are two holes there. Where do they go? Nowhere of interest. Alright. Good. Let's go to the marshland. Get the other chest, whatever that was. I believe it was a hard container. Mirror shield came from one of the bosses. Oh, that was... Never mind. I thought that was a new message. I'm losing it still. Like I said, I was passing out like an hour ago. And I went and I took a shower and I woke up, so... Alright, so you can see I still have... What is it? 5 dungeons that I have not done. I think that you said that I did the swamp, which required that I got Quake, which was in the tree, which I figured out. But I was like, how did I do the swamp when I didn't have Quake? And it took me forever to figure that out. But I believe that you told me that I did the swamp number 1 down there. 7, I think, was the Ice Palace. 4... Okay, so here's the thing, actually. I just realized. I don't have the lantern. That's the item that I'm missing. Because one of the dungeons needs the lantern to complete. And I remember I found it somewhere, and it was kind of stupid where I found it. And I don't remember where that was. So that was the one thing that I know I needed to do. And I don't remember where it is. So if you could give me a hint to where I found the lantern before, that would be great. Otherwise, I'm going to have to look around for quite a while. But I can probably do the swamp dungeon. It's very hard to remember what you can and can't do. I don't think I explored around here in the Dark World. So there could actually be something good here. Is that a... Oh, there's a chest up there. There could be something good here. I don't know if I can get past this, though. No. Now I have an agenda to get to that chest. Isn't the blue tunic cool looking? I like it. Oh, just... Alright. Ah. What a convoluted series of events to just move like 30 pixels over. I thought you got the lantern pretty early. If you remember, I went to one of the dungeons, 2 of the dungeons I think, and I couldn't complete them because I got into rooms that were dark because they don't light up without the lantern. So I had to exit those 2 dungeons, and we were making the joke that it was just going to be a series of uncompleted dungeons. And then I found the lantern somewhere, so I was able to go back and complete one of those dungeons. But I can't remember any of that. The blue tunic is an interesting combo with the yellow hat, green gloves, and shoes. I agree, I like it. I think it looks nice. And pink hair, yes. Which one of these am I going down? Oh, there's... Is there 3 chests or 2? 2? Okay. Bombs. The Cane of Samaria. That was the other thing that I needed to do that one dungeon. That's great. Now if I could just remember where the lantern is, I am totally set. And then it's basically just up to finding the silver arrows so I can actually defeat Ganon at the end. So I just need, really, that lantern. And I know I found it before. But, whatever. Things are looking pretty good now. I can't remember what dungeon needed the Cane of Samaria, though. And I can't remember if I needed the lantern as well. That actually might have been a thing. And I think I could do this. I could. If I can remember how you get up there, I believe you just go to the light world. Via the mirror. Yes, and then you fight mad squirrels to climb atop this and hammer these pegs. So this is not one that I ever did previously on the stream, so... Oh, you gotta do a correct order? I forgot about that. So, what lies within that dungeon? I have no clue. I'm also not sitting in a very comfortable position, and I regret this. I think I should reposition myself. Yep. Let me reposition myself slightly. This might be a little bit better. I thought... Okay. Oh, okay. I thought earlier today. I haven't streamed in a while, and I missed streaming because it... Oh, now which one did I hit first last time? Oh, come on. I was like, I haven't streamed in a while, and I missed streaming. It used to put me in a better mood. A lot of things have changed. Again, I'm in a completely different house. I had to move out because of people and the way things were deteriorating. These are all things that I have not talked about on stream particularly openly, and one day maybe will, but not today. Yay. But I haven't streamed in a while, and I thought I should get back into it again, but I'm so tired every single night. I was like, I'm not going to be able to do it tonight. I'm falling asleep. I was like, no, I'm determined I'm going to do it. And then I woke up a little bit, so now I feel alright. This is a very long vibration we're going through. Here we go. This is Turtle Rock, I believe. Yes, see this dungeon you do need that other shield, I think. It's a mirror shield that reflects the lasers. But there also could be an item that I need to get in here. And I believe you use the Cane of Samaria to do this, yes. So I actually needed the cane here as well. I was literally passing out on my bed with my cat on my chest a couple hours ago. I did not have a cat on my chest, but I was continuing to pass out. I was also not in a bed, I was sitting on my little couch. A little couch, which is still like 99% complete. Ah, a chest. What would be inside? A key. And I have a video made for... And that's why I need the other shield. I have a video made for it, if I can ever get to the point where I can release it. And I think I need to use the shield to reflect that beam to open the door to get back out. So this dungeon could be a problem without the shield. But yeah, there's a couch video that hopefully one day I'll be able to complete. Right now I don't even have a workshop. It's absolutely awful. And I hate being out there. It's... Yeah. From the hecticness of moving out, I had to shove a lot of stuff in there. So it's basically just storage now, and I've had to do work in there a couple times, and it's just become a nightmare. There's basically no place to put your foot. You can't work out there. It's just awful. Awful, awful disgrace. Not a workshop at all. Alright. So that sucks. And I don't know when I'm going to be able to get back to anything anymore. It'd be great if people weren't shit. Complete shit. But they are. And they are ruining everyone else's life and don't give a single shit about it. But that's to talk about for a later time when it affects me less than it does now. Because right now it would just upset me to talk about it. And that's not why I do these streams. Can they not? Oh, you can just sit in the doorway and they won't do anything. Alright. Not evolving levitation. Skill issue. Stream delay. Streamer brain. What was levitation? Oh, the fact that I fell. Is that what you're referring to? This game doesn't have the Rock's Feather, unfortunately. It's one of the things that's missing. Again, the cape just gives you invulnerability. My, what a long floor sequence you are. Oh, how have I forgotten what to do in this room? They gave me magic, but I've completely forgotten what I'm supposed to do. Am I just supposed to do the, magics? Oh, the seizure magic. No. Man, what is it you do here? I'm completely blanking on this. I thought you just pulled one of them. Can you not just pull the tongue? That's what I was trying to do. Pull the tongue of statues. I thought that's what you did. I'm not sure how I'm forgetting this. Bomb the walls. Hammer? No. Why not? What else is there? The canes, the magic powder, the hook shot. I feel like I'm forgetting a very critical and obvious piece of Zelda lore. Link to the Past lore. Link to the Past nerds are gonna be furious with me. How can you not remember this? Oh man, I don't remember at all. They gave me magic powder. I don't have a clue. I mean, magic vase of magic. I have no idea. Any more ideas before I leave? I think I've tried everything. Unless I need the other magic that I don't have here. I forget what that one is. That's possible. Alright, moving on. Everything's going well in this dungeon so far. I do have a key, so I can go in there. Might also be a key under that skull down there. Yeah, there's another key needed there. Oh. That's not it. Was there another door? There's another skull. And there's another door. I don't think I went in this one. Oh no, I did. That was worth the laser, yeah. Okay. Let's do the other room then. The one that I avoided. This room, I avoided just because I have terrible memories from childhood of this room. I hate this room. This room used to aggravate me so much. you've got to light all of these torches in this really annoying trip around all of these things. There's only one real way that it works. It's like you've got to do them from the bottom as you're going up. And already I skipped it. Or I could try to do it here. No? Does that not light the other one? Oh, that's infuriating. So if they're off screen, they don't get lit? Ah. You can see why this room infuriated me. Wow. Behold my unbelievable skill. And then of course they go out, so those doors won't stay open. Oh, there's also a doorway down there with a skull. Did I check that out? So I'm having some intense streamer brain. I really can't remember anything that I've done. Probably already went down here. My apologies. Let's go back to the annoying room. Alright. There's like one really good way to do this. I can never remember what it is. If you do this, I think you can hit them all. But, yeah. Again, I don't think they're going to stay lit long enough. I think the second they get up here, they're going to go out. Yep. I hate this room so much. So if we do... No, then you're just going to loop all the way back around. You can't go up there. I can go back this way. Amazing. Probably should not have lit that one. I should just waited. But I... Nah. I don't even think I had enough magic now. Well, I knew I hated this room for a reason. I have very, very distinct memories of playing this on a tiny Game Boy screen and just getting very angry. Why is there no magic vials under there? Platform thing is just like the mine carts from Seasons, but even more annoying. It's annoying because it requires magic to do. And there should have been magic vials under there, so that you're able to keep trying it, but for some reason there was not, so that makes it even better. Because now I have no magic. I do have the potion that will give it to me, though. If I want to waste one of my potions. There is a very easy way to do it, if you can be remotely intelligent and figure that out. Which I cannot. All of my brain cells were consumed in the war. So if I go back up, and I do like that one, and then that one, probably should have done the one up first. That one, and then that one. I think that it's not going to stay open long enough. I think the second I get to it, it's going to close again. Oh, now I did it. Everything's great. Giant rolling pin. Oh, look at this. 2 chests. What wonderful things could be inside of these chests. A key. And a key. Fan. Ow. Tastic. Still nothing. I don't care. I'm leaving forever. Until the GPU crashes and I have to do it again. Alright, the truck. If anybody is interested, so... Wow, third key. So I went up to North Carolina and the truck sat in my sister's driveway for about 4 days, not being run. And I was concerned for a moment that that might affect the battery, but it was only 4 days, so they're like, no, you should be fine. And while I was gone, my brother installed some new headlights, because this is a very old vehicle. It's a 2007, and it has 277,000 miles on it, and the headlights were in absolutely terrible shape, and it was extremely dangerous to drive at night. So for my birthday, my brother got me some new headlights and put those in. And I don't know if he did something or if it's just because the headlights were new and it was just the final little bit of stress that that vehicle needed, but the alternator died basically. So I was driving it around, and the next day I pull up to the house and the battery light comes on, and I go to AutoZone to have it checked to make sure it's not the alternator. And they more or less just tell me it's the alternator. And so it was like 40 minutes before every place closed, and my brother was running around to find an alternator that was in stock so he could put it in the parking lot there at AutoZone, because everything had just died. The battery was not able to be driven because it had no charge left in it. They gave me a jump, but it died immediately, so they were like, oh well. So my brother finds an alternator just before everybody closes, and we're trying to put it in, but we can't get the plug at the back of the alternator unplugged in the dark. And I don't think it was fully understood what we were trying to do, or I think it would have been able to be done, but long story short, we couldn't get it done. So I had to leave the truck there in the AutoZone parking lot overnight, and I felt bad about that, even though I had already talked to them ahead of time, and they said it would be okay if I left it there, because originally I thought I was going to have to order one from them and wait until the morning to get it, so they told me it would be okay to leave it there. So I had to call them in the morning and tell them that I had to leave it there in the parking lot, and ask if it would be okay if I could leave it there until my brother got back so we could put the alternator in. And the guy was like, sure, but you're right in front of the store, so if you could come by and push it to get it out of the way, that would be great. And I was like, okay, I have no way to get there. So I was driven there in a Mustang by an 80 or 81-year-old person. That was an experience. To get out and push the truck across the parking lot. This is why I need the mirror shield. I wonder if I can do this with the cape. No, I can't, because I'm going to have to switch to the bombs. I'm going to try it anyway. It's not going to go well, but I'm going to try it. Push it across the parking lot. My brother gets back, and we put the new alternator in. Everything's great. It was a pretty good experience, honestly, doing that. And driving it around, everything is driving really well. It's going better, driving better than it had ever before, really. I don't have the big key yet. And then the very next day, I'm driving it around, and I'm going down the road, and suddenly it starts to feel like I'm driving through molasses. Like, it's getting really, really hard to accelerate. You can just feel the truck bogging down, even though I think the speedometer still read the same. So I was like, oh no, something is very, very wrong. I'm going to pull over as soon as I possibly can. And so I did. And as soon as I pulled over, I realized I had no power steering, basically. It was really, really difficult to steer. And basically everything died at that point. I could not get the truck to start and run. It just died. It would turn over and just die. And so, long story short, well, first of all, I think the battery light came on. I'm not 100% sure. But I thought maybe it was the battery, so I ran out and got a new battery, had somebody take me, and came back, put the new battery in. It wasn't the battery, and I checked the voltages afterwards, and my old battery had better voltages than the new one, and I'm sorry I've gone around a circle, but this is what happens when you're trying to talk while you're doing stuff. But anyway, it wasn't the battery. Took the battery back. Then long story short, I sat there by the side of a very dangerous, busy road for about 3 hours. What is the point of this room? waiting for a tow truck to come pick me up, to drive me 1 mile away, to bring it back to the house. I don't know why I keep uncovering that. So there's no way that I can do anything from this little cycle of rooms I keep going through. So we tow the truck back to the house, and while I was stuck by the side of the road, a mobile mechanic actually stopped to ask me if I needed any help because he saw me there. And he essentially gave it a quick diagnostic for me, and he told me that it was the fuel pump. And since that point, a lot of people told me, yes, the fuel pump, it's definitely the fuel pump. So I bought a new fuel pump, which was $170. And went through the whole process to get it installed, which was a massive ordeal. Not because of the pump, but because of people. But we got the pump in, and it made absolutely no difference whatsoever. And so I had this whole long series of events, and what will be in here? Oh, the beginning, okay. It's a long series of events of people trying to figure out what was going on. There's like 12 people involved by this point, and every single person was just scratching their head and getting really infuriated, just being like, I do not understand. Why is this just so difficult to figure out? Oh, that's closed now. And finally today I had somebody who's very, very intelligent and capable about many things, who also happened to be in the cartel. But anyway, we'll talk about that. Look at it with me. And we figured it all out after many hours of diagnostics. So everybody was telling me it was the MAF sensor originally, which is the mass airflow sensor, which is the sensor of your air intake, which basically tells the engine how much air to let in to control the throttle and gas flow and everything. I'm not very knowledgeable about vehicles. Everything that I've learned basically in the past 2 weeks, but I've learned a lot. So everybody was telling me it's probably the MAF sensor. Everything seems to correlate to that, and they can go wrong pretty easily. And they can also get dirty very easily and can be cleaned, I guess, but that didn't work for me. So this guy comes out today, and he's still 100% sure it's the MAF sensor. He had a really nice $9,000 Snap-on diagnostic code reader, and it was not throwing any errors, but he was still pretty sure it was the MAF sensor, So I bought a new one, which cost $70. Now I put it in, and immediately it made no difference. It was not the sensor necessarily. It also wasn't the fuel pump, but at the same time, it also might have been those two things. It's hard to really know how many things were actually going wrong with this vehicle. But I want to get in that door down there again before I go up there. So we're looking for basically anything that we can possibly think of. We're looking at all the other sensors: the crankshaft position sensor, the cam sensor, cleaning every sensor and just looking at everything. And each time we do something, it gets maybe a little bit better. Maybe it'll turn over, maybe it'll run a little bit before it dies, maybe it'll run a little bit stronger, but nothing was really working. It was still very anemic, and it would turn over and die, and it just, nothing was working out. And finally, he's like, well, you know what? That was a great reward to get from a big chest. I'm glad, very glad. He's like, you know what? It's probably, and I had my cousin also tell me this. He's a professional mechanic, and he was out like 5 days ago. He also told me this. It might just be bad gas. And so he tells me maybe it's just bad gas. Maybe it's, you know, too much ethanol in the gas, basically. It's just deteriorating everything, and it's too anemic to run. And so we're looking through like the air intake, and it's full of gunk, basically, I guess, built up from the gas and gas residue. And I guess to whatever degree the residue from ethanol can also cause some level of buildup, and that causes issues. And so his solution was we cleaned out the air intake, and it ran a little bit better, but then we went and got, whoa, hello? We went and got something called, oh, I guess you're infinite. Seafoam, which is an additive that you dump into the gas tank, which also cleans the whole gas line system, whatever you call it. And we also got some ethanol-free gas, which is kind of difficult to find. The only place that sold it here was a Wawa that I had to go to. And so we had to put it into a gas tank because I couldn't drive the truck there. So we dumped a little bit in the gas tank, then we go back once the truck was running and filled up the tank more with the ethanol-free gas. And I don't know why I chose that to do that, but yeah, with the ethanol-free gas, cleaning out the air intake. Oh, good, I need the lantern. good. Alright, put that on the list of lantern places. But with the combination of all of those things, the truck gradually began to run better and better. As the gas was getting mixed in better and better, it was running a lot smoother. So I basically just had to drive it around for like 40 minutes as the gas worked its way in. And after about a week and a half of this truck just turning over and dying and not being able to be moved, it finally was able to be driven. And I'll also say what made this really, really weird that I kind of skipped over and why everybody thought it was the MAF sensor was because if you unplugged the MAF sensor, it would run fine. It just ran totally fine. In a split second you plug the MAF sensor in, it would turn over and die. So it seemed pretty obvious that it was the MAF sensor, but it wasn't. It was apparently a combination of things and just dirty buildup and ethanol in the gas and yeah. But anyway, it's got a new fuel pump and a new MAF sensor. And I'm not upset at spending the money on the fuel pump. It was $170. It's fine. It's got a new fuel pump. It had 277,000 miles. It was on the original fuel pump. That thing was going to go at some point. I'm happy to have a new one. I don't care about that. MAF sensor was probably pointless, but whatever. It's got a new MAF sensor with a really good warranty. So the truck's getting new things, so it's fine. I'm just glad that it finally got figured out. So I did the truck saga. Not entirely. I'm sure more stuff will go wrong with it. The shocks are completely gone. When I brought it over to my neighbor's house, because he let me put it under his carport for a while, he was pushing on the back of where the tailgate would go, and the whole truck just bounces up and down pretty much effortlessly. And he's like, "Your shocks are gone." And the guy I had out today was like, "Yeah, they're gone, but we can do almost no problem." That guy was really, really cool. So I'm gonna buy some new shocks probably and put those on. Which I know it needed shocks. I just didn't know the rear ones were that bad. But that'll be cool. It'll have nice new shocks and hopefully not sound like it's squeaking apart when it's being driven anymore. So, and honestly, considering everything, I haven't really lost much money on this. I haven't spent a lot of money on it, so I'm okay with it. It's been like the cherry on top of just an unbelievably convoluted and horrific week on top of horrific months of life that have just continued to deteriorate to some incomprehensible degree day after day. Anyway, that's the truck story as it is now. Truck runs great at the moment. It's got some nice fuel in it. Some nice expensive fuel, because ethanol-free fuel, for whatever reason, even though ethanol is only 10% of fuel normally, the ethanol-free costs as much as premium. Exact same price. I have no clue why that makes sense. It should cost 10% more, because there's 10% more gas in it, but whatever. Anyway. So I can't do that dungeon. And there was really nothing of value in there either. But we got a story out of it, so that's fine. Hopefully that was an entertaining story. I don't know why I lifted that instead of walking around it. Oh, wait a minute. Well, I'm just gonna warp out of here. There's probably another cave or so that I haven't explored. I don't know if it's worth trying to find it. Let's go to... Should I try? Yeah, I don't want to try the ice dungeon again. I can probably do the ice dungeon, I just don't know how. It's just miserable. I can try the swamp, but I can't remember if the swamp also... Oh, go to the number 1 dungeon, you said. That's the swamp, right? Yeah, can I do the swamp? Was that one that I did previously that was able to be done? I mean, I know you can get in now, because I've got this, but... Oh, I think I already activated it off-stream. This might have been a dead end. I might have looked at this off-stream and saw that it was a dead end and didn't come back to it. I don't remember. Unless you have information to tell me otherwise. The lantern's in there. Okay, good. Thank you. Let's find that lantern then. I do wish I had a better setup here. My neck is getting craned. And not the bird kind. The bad kind. I don't know what I mean by that. I'm tired. I don't have good jokes anymore. I never had good jokes. But now they're also bad and tiring. Poke. This one I did on stream, I remember. Yeah, because I got the lantern anyway. So if the lantern's in here, I obviously did it on stream anyway. But how much of this did I do off stream? Or did I not do any of it? Maybe I just opened it and walked away and didn't do it. I like how there's this weird delay after you switch an item and it just won't let you use it. So I sit there pressing it and it didn't activate. I also need to keep these streams shorter. Specifically so that I don't lose so much progress if the GPU crashes. When the GPU crashes again. I don't know why I'm incapable of realizing that thing is shooting whenever I hit the sword. The lantern is in the hidden chest in the main room. I have been in here, because the map is filled out, right? I don't think I went in all these rooms, so I believe I was in here before. Hidden chest. What is a hidden chest? Crouching tiger hidden chest? Yes, I was in here, I remember this. I ran through all this. Hey. You talking about in here? Is this the main room? There was a chest there that I opened. Down there you need the lantern, I think, right? Yeah, and you might also need the cane down here. Because I think I had the lantern and I came back and I realized I needed the cane. So, if the lantern is in this dungeon... Where be it? Oh no, bad timing. Bad timing. Oh no. I don't have a key for that. Could walk across. Oh. It's the big room at the bottom right. You need pick up a skull that makes a chest appear, and it's in that pick up a skull that makes a chest appear? What kind of voodoo magic are you referring to? This one? No, that's a key. Which I can use. Do I need to go down that way? I'll read your message again in a second. Let's see. I'll send you an image, but that'd make your GPU crash. It honestly might. It's good thinking. I'll read your message again in a second and see if I misunderstood something. There's also a key door there. I like how this thing can't affect me when I'm in this form. That would take me to the room that I was already in. A big room at the bottom right. Bottom right. The bottom right has the big chest in it, if that's what you're referring to, or are you talking about the center giant room there? I think it wasn't. I've been streaming for an hour now. I'm getting tired. The first big room, once you go out from the entrance, it's the skull between the two sets of blue blocks on the second floor. Really? By second floor, do you mean basement 2 or basement 1? There's no second floor. Unless you're considering the basement to be the second floor, which is the one that I'm on. I'm very tired. This door goes to a room that I have not been in yet, so I will go in here. Oh, wasn't there something? Yeah, this is where a chest appears too, right? When I lift this? Yeah. That's a key. Alright, that was a pointless series of events. Use the key to get a key. No, as in the overhang in that room. It has all that netting. I thought they were ladders. There's another key. What? Alright, hold on. I don't think I'm understanding you. Let me wander down here real quick. Oh, there's this. Another key! Alright. I have all of the keys now. It's the big room at the bottom right. First room once you go out from the entrance. What does this do? Oh, this room with the netting, you mean? I see. Yes, I know what you're talking about, yeah. Oh, now, okay. Again, you have to forgive me. I'm trying to stream play a game and I'm tired at the same time. I'm also not only tired, but absolutely, utterly, completely exhausted from having 2 months of my life be the most extreme months that anybody could ever have to live through. So, forgive me. Or don't, it's fine. I'm trying. I just, if my brain will function enough for me to get up there and get that chest to appear. That would be good. And I see that these things are in the correct position now, so I can do that. That was what was hindering me before. It's this, right? Yeah, okay. Oh, look at that beautiful lantern. Phenomenal. And now, I think it's through that upper left door there, where I just was. Hooray. Hooray indeed. I believe it was to the left. I also would... do I need health? No, I don't need health. Oh no. You're chatting and your chat's down there and it's all hidden and small. Let me move this over for a second so I can actually see it. And then put this back. Alright. Welcome to the stream. I'd say hope all is well, but as instructed in the past, when you stream things, ain't be good. So may your enemies be vanquished before you wake. It was a more positive day today. I got a lot of problems solved. But, as I was just saying, I don't think anything's ever going to improve from the past 2 months of life that I've been through. It is almost comedic how utterly exhausting and incomprehensibly bad life has been for me the past 2 months. It really is. And I need the cane down here, right? Yeah. Alright. Might have just enough magic to do it. Alright. There are 2 doors, right? Oh, the block went away. Wait a minute. That door stays open? Hold on, what's through here? rupees. I kind of figured. Not going to be on for long. My bloody head is failing to communicate what it wants me to do with the headache pain it's notifying me about. Do you still have all of your limbs? At the moment, yes. But that's only a matter of time, I'm sure. But thankfully I do. Well, that stayed. Okay. Whoa, what are you doing, block? Hold on. Get back on that button. Yeah, unfortunately, my issues are, I don't know, less controllable than that. My issues are other people at this point. The situation horrifies your therapist. That's all you need to know. Yes, my situation horrified my therapist today. I was telling her about all of the things that have happened in the past 2 weeks, and she was like, oh my god, nobody should ever be going through that much stuff that quickly. I was like, yeah. Good times. We started therapy with 4 people and we're down to 2 because, yeah. I won't get into it. I won't get into that on the stream. One day I will talk more openly about things, but not quite yet. What am I doing in this room? Why this room? Well, I wish you well. I'm gonna take a melon ball to my brain. Don't do that, that's not gonna help you. And hope to scoop out the part that seems to be malfunctioning. Cheers, mate. Keep on keeping on so long as you want. Thank you very much for stopping by and for the words of positivity. I hope your head gets better. Don't take a melon baller to your head. I don't think it's gonna help you at this point. Although I understand the desire. Oh hey, I've got 13 views. I had the thing blocked so I didn't know. That's nice. Yeah, thank you for stopping by. I don't get many people stopping by the streams. Which is fine. I'm just here to enjoy myself. And determine what to hit crystal balls with. No worries, mate. Cheers. Thank you. Good night or morning. Wherever you are. Or maybe both at the same time. Why not? That seems to be the way that it is now. Oh, good. Huh. Well, this is a cool room, isn't it? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Ah, good. Excellent. Never mind. Everything's good. As I continue to tell people, I'm doing great. I remember this room. I hate this room. I forget why I hate this room, but I know I hate this room. I think because every time I would come back here, that little anti-fairy would come over here and trap me. Or maybe it's the slimes that constantly fall from the ceiling. Maybe that's what I hate about it. Something about this room, though. It just irks me. The slimes are fairly adorable. Honestly, that can't be the problem. Although they are incessant. They are dropping magic, though, so that's nice. I can use that to anti-fairy the anti-fairies. To ferry the anti-fairies. No, I can't because I suck. Wow. Unbelievable waste of resources there. Phenomenal. Truly impressive. World record setting. Excuse me. Wow. I feel like I'm in a sitcom now. Oh, come on. Yes, finally. Hold on, I need to read messages now. Let me move your chat, it's still being cut off. Sorry about that. I like that you keep finding places in these Zelda games where you're like, this room triggers my PTSD, but I don't know why, and you spend the next few minutes trying to figure out why it sucks. Usually I'm accurate. If I walk into a room and I'm like, oh no, this room, there's a good reason for it. It's just an annoying room. I don't think it's that bad. Hopefully. I want to cape in here. Waste my magic, I guess. I have full health, so I don't need to do that. Ah. Do I have the big key? I do, okay. I don't know if there is anything else in this dungeon worth looking for. So let's attempt the boss. Oh, it's you! Eyeball guy. Oh, I guess... Wait, what am I doing? I'm losing all of my health is what I'm doing. Wow. Impressive. Oh, good. Oh. Wow. He does that much damage with the blue tunic? What in the world? Pardon my French, but what in the world? I don't like this. Why does he do so much damage? I'm gonna cape. It's cheap, but I'm gonna do it. Because that's like 3 hearts of damage per hit. And I don't like that. I just don't like that. I thought you had to hookshot him, but I guess not. Lame cape victory. Pathetic. Sad. Yay, the map. Now I can find my way through the dungeon. Alright, hopefully I didn't miss any chests. Alright, I think that went pretty well. I don't know if it saves on its own, so I'm gonna do this. That one. I can't read Japanese. P. Alright. So now I have the lantern and the hammer, so I should be able to do every dungeon except for maybe Turtle Rock. I swear I had the other mirror. I mean the other shield, the mirror shield. And I forgot to go to that cave anyway, so let me go do that. But I swear I had another shield. And I don't remember where I got it now, if it wasn't that cave. I think that cave's in the Dark World. Right down here. Excuse me. I am a deeply angry and reactive person, if you're not aware. I've been told by a terrible person that I am a deeply angry and reactive person. This person was an alcoholic and has other issues, but apparently I'm the one that's the problem, so that's fine. That's a very small hole. Excuse me, sir, I would like to bomb your wall. I'm a very deeply angry and reactive person, and I must get through your wall. Thank you very much. Oh, 4 chests. Okay, heart container. Maybe the shield was here then. So I remember there being a heart container. There might have also been a shield. We'll find out. There it is. Nice. There's a nice big shield. Look at that thing. It's gigantic. You're also an absolute wizard at opening doors, however. You mean closing doors? Are you referring to the incident where I closed the door and set off a chain reaction of tirades? Or are you referring to another event that I'm blanking on right now? I have had so many just utterly stupid moments in my life that never should have happened. Especially recently. I would say I should write a book, but I kind of am because the therapist told me to start journaling. Which is fine. She told me to start journaling because I have so many other outlets already, because I do so many things. But I didn't realize at the time that journaling would actually be very, very helpful, because you're writing the things down, and for me, I'm very scatterbrained, and I'm constantly, like, I'm thinking about something that happened and something that somebody did and the way that it affected me and made me feel, but then I'll forget about that pretty quickly. And when you write it down, you can actually go back and see, and you're like, oh, well, this did happen, and I did feel that way, and I felt that way because of this, and that's very helpful, actually. So I am actually writing a book, essentially. And maybe one day I'll go through that journal and kind of recite all of the things that happened. That would be a very interesting thing to do. So this is a dungeon, right? Yes, this dungeon, I remember I stepped in here off stream just to see if it was one that I had done on the stream before, and it was not. This is the dungeon that I actually have a reasonably fond memory of, because I have a decent memory of playing this when I was a kid, when I would always rent it at our video rental store, Tropical Video, and I would play this, and my dad would be in my bedroom with me, and he was watching me play. So I remember he was just watching me play this level, and it's just a good memory that I have. Not a particularly, like, exciting memory to talk about, but since I've lost my dad now, anything like that I kind of cherish. I don't know if I talked about it on the stream or not, but we used to play Myst and Ribbon, the point-and-click adventure games, a lot when I was a kid. We, this was back in, I don't know if it was the 90s or not. It might have been 99. I think Myst came out in 98. It might have been 98, but we would sit there. And also, I think you have to lower the water in the light world to make this dungeon work. But we would sit there and actually have a notebook where we'd write down all the puzzles and everything. And, like, whenever you got time where he wasn't working, or I wasn't in school, we would sit down and play through it. And it's a really, really good memory that I have. Absolutely great time playing that and working through it. And that was what kind of originally got me into game development too, actually, was playing Myst. Made me deeply passionate to try and figure out how in the world you can make computer games. I remember looking through the credits of Myst when I was a kid, trying to scour for any information about how you make games just by looking for, like, the programs that they use to do anything, because at that time I had absolutely no idea how you could possibly do anything. So I was just like, they did it, how did they do it? I don't think it got me anywhere. I did figure out a couple of programs which kind of led me down a path, but it didn't really go anywhere after that, I think. But still, good memories. Starting point. Driving my passion to figure things out. It's purple, the best dungeon color. It is, I like the purple. Purple dungeons in Zelda are very good. Purple and green is an iconic 90s color scheme, in my opinion. This dungeon is also very annoying because of the little things in the water constantly. This is the hookshot dungeon normally. Thankfully, I have the hookshot, so that is taken care of. Also, this blue tunic, man, is not helping me as much as I thought it would. Apparently, I need the red one. Did not realize this dungeon was so... Or not dungeon, but this game was so aggressive. Myst is responsible for inflicting Torque 3D on you. Torque 3D came from the Tribes 2 era, because it used to be the Tribes 2 engine, which was V12, I believe. So I got the Torque from Tribes, so Tribes is responsible for me getting into Torque 3D. Not Myst. I think Tribes came a bit after Myst for me. I think I got Tribes in 99, so it was pretty close, actually. And I am referring to Star Siege Tribes. A game that shaped half my life. Also shaped my passion for game development. forget what's through that door. I forgot you gotta be in the exact pixel perfect spot for that. If only you'd stayed with Myst, you'd make first-person adventure games right now. I did make first-person adventure games for a while. I have said this, actually I don't know if I've said this before, I know I've written about it before. My first quote-unquote game that I ever designed was not a game necessarily. It was a series of pictures that you ran through in the Windows XP image viewing program, because you could push the left and the right arrows to switch to the next image. So I made a bunch of images that had you going through the level, and I named them numerically so that they would line up in order, so you could press the arrow key in the image viewer and it would cycle through and it would make it look like you were playing the game. That was my desperate attempt to find any way to make a game, and that was like, this is the only thing I can think of, so that was what I did. I was probably like 11 years old or something. I wish I still had that. I don't know what it was. I think it was like a little platformer. Key. Sword is not big enough to hit the enemies from the ledge. That, or they're using the planes logically, and they're like, you're too high up, you can't hit those enemies down there. But I suspect that's not the case. Can I shot over this? No. Five Nights at Freddy's World proved the winning formula. Five Nights at Freddy's was a very strange success, I will say. In my humble onion. A deeply strange success. That little spike is very upset in its little enclosure there. Let's free it. Spike should always be free. As Bob Ross once said. I think it was Bob Ross. Or was it Rob Boss? Bob Ross's alter ego. He was not a happy man, I'll tell you that. You know what's interesting? I only recently discovered a while ago that the Bob Ross studio is like right nearby. It's like, I had no clue it was right there. It's by, oh god, I've already forgotten where it is. I forget if it's, I think it might be Beachside. Anyway, it was like right there. I think Nick Hankins is over there now. Unless he GTFO'd because of hurricanes, which is possible. Hurricane season has started and there's one out there already. It's a category 5 at the moment. Apparently record setting for like the earliest category 5 of all time or something. Anyway, who cares? It's only, you know, your entire livelihood being destroyed every single year. For anybody watching this who is not in the know, you can find a video on this channel called Florida Man angrily yells at empty house while alive, and then in parentheses allegedly, I think, in which I am in a house yelling to no one because, and I probably missed a chest or something because I'm talking and not fully paying attention, so I apologize, but thus is streaming. But if you watch that video, you will see that Hurricane Ian flooded the house that I was in completely, and it had to be rebuilt, which I did with my dad. So that house would not exist without us. And I'm not in it right now because, well, I won't get into that, but let's just say I am so deeply disappointed in people. Anyway, my dad is gone, and so am I, somewhat. Although, as I learned day after day, I am here a lot more than other people, so. I told my sister, from all of the things that I've been going through and from all the people that I've been dealing with, it's taught me to respect myself a lot more because apparently I'm a lot more put together than I ever thought. And that, in and of itself, should be concerning. But I will tell you, People can be astronomically awful. People that you think are very good can be absolutely terrible. And it sucks. But anyway. What have I not done here? I don't have the big key still, do I? I have zoned out for this entire dungeon. I apologize. I probably have just been going in a circle and doing absolutely nothing of worth. But I probably also do that when I'm not rambling, so probably no difference. There's a room that has some waterfalls and a secret, I think. I don't remember if there's anything of worth in there. You have the magical power of awareness and self-reflection. You're saying that, I think, as a joke, but the unfortunate thing that I've learned over the past 2 months is that that actually is a gift. Being able to do that. Being able to be self-reflective and also to say, oh, I was wrong. And to, you know, change things about the way that you're doing things upon realizing that. Oh, hello, secret chest. Yeah, compass. Apparently is an astronomical gift. Astronomical is my favorite word right now, apparently. Yeah, it sucks that people can't be what I would consider to be rational. And instead are not only irrational, but deeply harmful in the process of being irrational. And I can hookshot from there, but I don't have another key. So what have I missed in my cycling around here? I remember seeing a small chest, but I don't think I was able to get to it. This room. Have I missed something? I must have missed something. There's got to be a key somewhere. I'm not sure what I missed. Unless it was before that room. So I already went through here and I did all this and I got that chest, right? I did. There's a room with the waterfall that you could go behind. Where is this room? Why have I not found it? It is the answer to all of my problems right now. I like my big shield. I like that it is dithered from the back to give it a sort of shadow effect. Nice sense of depth in the art direction. This room. Is there anything else to do in this room? I don't think there was. If I had jumped over there, nah, that's all I could do there. So I must have missed something earlier on. Possibly in my ramblings, walked straight past it. Or is a key just under a skull somewhere? That's possible. Okay, this room. Have I missed one spot over there? I think I can go from here. I think I did. Did I bomb into that? I think I bombed into that. I want to know where this waterfall room is. Why can I not find that? Yes, I bombed into that. And I don't believe there was anything else over there. Waterfall room is in the second basement. I haven't been to the second basement, I don't think. That might be through that locked door up there, which I need a key. So where is this mysterious key? Also, how do you know the waterfall room is in the second basement? Where are you getting this in-depth secret knowledge? Did I say secret basement or second basement? No, I don't know. Ah, cracked wall. Cracked wall. The name of my autobiography. Cracked wall. Hello, key. From the power of DuckDuckGo. The privacy-focused search engine. With the power of the big key, I will open the big chest to get a small key. It will allow me to open the door behind the big chest. I lost my fairy too. Bombs? Oh, I bet you the key is like right under these things. No. Alright. Wow, I think I've gone everywhere, haven't I? I think I lifted all the skulls here too, so what in the world am I missing? I did lift all the skulls, right? Pretty sure I did. There's also an item in the long water walkway you were just in, right in B1. That's hidden in the skulls, I think. Long water walkway. Do you mean the one that's south of here? This room right here. This one down here. I consider this to be a long water walkway. Thought I lifted everything in here though. There's definitely nothing in the skulls here. I said right, not south. Right. Oh, I thought you meant like right in B1. It's right there in B1. I didn't know you meant right in B1. I'm tired again. So that would be up this ladder, I guess. Talk about this room. I think I lifted everything in this room, didn't I? Maybe I didn't. Yeah, I think I did. I don't have a clue. Is there... Oh, I didn't do this, did I? Or is there... Wait a minute. Oh, no, I thought there was something there. Never mind. Yeah, I don't have a clue, honestly. I feel like I've done everything. I feel like I've lifted every skull in this dungeon. There are no skulls in here. Oops, I do not want the net. Unless I need to defeat all the enemies in these rooms, which I think I also did. I'm very glad that the heart beating sound will be with us forever now. There's these two. Did I lift these? I did. Ah, this is when Zelda streams are at their finest. What pixel did I not look at? There's a room that has the waterfalls, but I think that's up behind the door there. So I can't get in there because I don't have a key. Because presumably, there's a random key under one of these skulls. I don't think I lifted these skulls on the left, did I? Or did I? I don't think I hookshot it over there. So that's probably it, right? Let's find out. Nope. Alright then. Finally. Oh, that didn't stop the heart beeping sound. Good. DuckDuckGo tells me there's 2 keys in areas you pour water into. Well, this is a randomizer again, but I assume you mean items. Oh, okay, there's a chest right there that didn't open. How in the world did I miss that? Okay. I don't entirely understand how I missed that. How do I get to that now? Why is this confusing me? I don't think I've ever had this issue in this dungeon before. Oh, do I need to be... Okay, I need to hit a crystal ball and then fall down the hole on that side. That's what needs to happen. Alright. You drop into that area from above, yes. I know that. I just didn't realize that I could continue from there. But now where is a crystal ball that will, change the blocks there? Now I gotta try not to get hit at all. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, where is there a crystal ball at? What in the world? Can you tell me the location of a crystal ball? Why in the world can I not remember this at all? Is it all the way back here? Nope. Why would they put it so far away? It can't be up there. Oh, this dungeon's great. I love this dungeon. Very cool. It's on the left side part. Is it in the upper part in that one room? Yeah, that's what I figured. That's what you just said now. Which there's a ladder to get up to, so. I was telling stories at the start of this dungeon. Is it just right above there? Oh, you can't go that way, okay. I was telling stories at the beginning of this dungeon, just kind of blazed through everything. And it probably screwed me over because I just didn't pay enough attention. The moral of my stories is, sometimes a guy that worked for the cartel and tortured people can be nicer than family. Just remember that. It's very important. Sometimes they'll help you fix your truck. And offer you jobs. Got carried away being a trauma streamer. That's fine. That's what draws in the views. That's what makes people want to watch. think. It's certainly not the riveting gameplay. Or my Zelda expertise. Alright, we're screwed. I'm very confused. They tune in for my technical advice. I think now they tune in to figure out how in the world do you solve this dungeon. What could I possibly have missed? There's skulls in that water area. That quote out of context is great. What water area are you talking about? The skulls in that water area. Very specific. In a dungeon full of water. Oh, hello, Steven. Did you show up just as I got the map? I swear I've listed every single skull in this dungeon, and there's a key somewhere. The chest area you were just in, look in the water. This? You mean the skull that is buried? Can I lower the water? I don't think I've ever had to lower the water anytime I've played this. I've seen and no idea. How are you doing tonight? You can lower the water. Okay, we'll go lower the water. I love that I've just got the incessant heartbeat at all times now. It's great. It's one of Zelda's best features. I believe it's here. Yes. Can you give me a heart, please? Nope. Do I need to leave the dungeon and come back? Because that did not lower the water, I can tell you that. I think you're all lying to me. All of you. Untrustable. Uncrustables. Full of lies and misinformation. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Can't believe all of you. The heartbeat just continues. Or the dungeon is broken. I don't know. Fortunately, it's not like Link's Awakening DX HD where I can just edit the save file. Fix all of the issues. Oh god, remember those times? Yeah, the water is exactly the same as where it was. There's no diving in this game, so unless it's this one, but I don't know, I'll try it. Nope. I don't know if I can go to the light world and change the water there. I don't even know if you can do that, actually. If that would affect it. So you know the many times that I've played games and I've told you that I've encountered absolute, you know, incomprehensible situations that make no sense and I just stuck. And you never believe me, and I always say, I wish I was recording it so you could see. This would be one of those moments. I'd be trying to explain it and you'd be like, no, that can't happen. Nobody has ever had that happen to them. Well, here you go. It's streamed. Recorded forever. Why were you in the grass? Do both levers on both sides. They reset when you leave the room, though. I don't think it would matter. I'm gonna pop in here and try this real quick to see if this does anything. It would be cool if that heartbeat would stop. I can probably make it stop. Oh, good. Okay. I don't think that did anything, though. That did not affect the water. This was supposed to be a good dungeon, you promised. It did not promise it would be a good dungeon. It just said that it had good memories. That was not a randomizer, though. Might have to literally restart the game and come back in. If that would even do it. It might. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad that you'd have to be at that point. I am not sure if that's a glitch, because I don't think the game would be designed where you would need to do that, so I'm a little bit confused about what's going on. Unless there is nothing there, and somehow there is something somewhere else, which doesn't make any sense. Being that I've looked everywhere. It's actually up. Yes. The two items are just basic keys, so I guess in the normal game you wouldn't need them to progress. You do need the basic keys though. That's why I'm saying I don't understand why it would be set up like that. Nope. Alright. I'm gonna have to try and reset the whole game. Cool. Yeah. I love how the buttons just don't respond for like a solid 2 seconds when you open a menu or something. Okay. I've got a cool shield. The coolest shield. It hides my cool tunic so you can't see it. And see the amazing fashion statement that I'm making at all times. Honestly. It's just a crime. Can I get that from here? No. Also, before I forget for the third... Or no, I did that. Okay. I forgot that I had bombed that. I thought I still had. Never mind. I just talked about my shield. I should have remembered I got it from there. Streamer brain. So... Okay, so the water is reset. Good. So now I go back to the light world. I do the thing again. And hopefully at this point, the water will not be raised in those other areas. And I'll have to go through and get all the skulls to make sure that before and then everything would be perfect. And I will no longer be able to speak, and that's fine. Because that's not important. I gotta go to sleep. So, after I do this, I'm going to sleep. Maybe even before I do it. I have no guarantees. Just got stabbed in the head there, casually. I was told this was the most efficient way to kill somebody earlier today as well. By my mechanic. But we won't go into that. I learned much today. So, we'll go in here first. And nothing. So that was the only skull there. And there was nothing. Like, I feel like that's a very realistic hammering right there. Completely missing the thing you're trying to hammer. Cartel knowledge is pretty pertinent given your situation. I'm not going to comment on it. Steven has no clue what I'm talking about because he does not know what happened today. That's fine. Stay out of the loop, it's better. I have a very interesting mechanic is all I'm going to say. He's not really a mechanic. But he can fix pretty much anything on vehicles just fine. Yeah, no idea. I'll just say, I worked on the truck today. You can, if you go back to the stream, when I was running through the previous dungeon, I told the whole story about what happened with the truck. Alright, here we go. If there's nothing under the skull, then I can only assume the dungeon has glitched. Because I don't know what else it could be. And there it is. Good. If you go back to the previous dungeon that I was in, I told the whole story about the truck. And I had a friend who is an extremely knowledgeable and capable person help me to fix the truck today. And it works now, which is great. But he used to work for the cartel. And he's very fun to be around. He is, actually. He was a very cool guy. So that's all I'm going to say about it. That's good to know. Yes, it is good to know. I learned many things. Some of them about vehicles. Alright, I zoned out. I'm going back to the main room, right? Because that's what I need the key for to begin with. Yeah, I'm just going around to a place I don't need to be going to. Stopped myself before I got too far. He really knows his way around a car battery. Yeah, we talked about that. That's all I'm gonna say. We talked about it. This room is a strange room, I remember. Because it's got a button on each side, I think, and I think they gotta get different places. If I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken, because I'm probably mistaken. This is the room where you pull the tongue on the statue. Yeah. No? I have no fairies. I don't think this is going to go very well for me. If I get some more magic, then I would be fine. The blue tunic has not been helping me as much as I had hoped. Oh, this is why it's confusing, because you push the statue on the button that it opens the door on either side. That is what was in my head about this room being weird. Look, I don't have the best order of words at the moment. It's fine. Don't worry about it. All that you need to know is that in my brain things make sense in a certain way. And they don't make sense to anybody else, and that's fine. And my indoor swimming pool is gone. Value of the home has decreased significantly. Sorry, dungeon. But what is a dungeon if not a home? All of my homes are dungeons. Bombs. Ah, the Book of Medora. Finally, I have that. So now I can activate the two... whatever they're called, the glyph marker things. One that's in the desert and the one that's up in Death Mountain to get the items that they have. What? And what? Why did I go back down? That was weird. Huh. Imagine being a dungeon flipper. That's a great idea for a video game. Like House Flipper, but it's dungeons. Why has nobody done that yet? That makes a lot of sense. Ah. This is the room that I was thinking of this whole time. One of these waterfalls is a doorway, right? Wow. That was pointless. I think it's the one that's on the right because it matches up to that one. Yeah. This is the boss preparation room. This or that one over there. Nice timing. Oh no. A key. Oh, come on. Wonder if this works in here. I don't think it does. I think I've tried this before. There's an easy way out of here. I do not think it affects them. Oh, it did. Nice. All these juicy skulls. What secrets could they contain? I am prepared. I apologize for the seizure. You can blame Nintendo for that. Please send your lawsuits to them. Good. I have nothing to say about this boss. He is pathetic and sad. A weak little man. He's not quite a man. I don't know what he is. He's a jellyfish with cheese puffs, I assume. Dangerous cheese puffs. So large of a man that he has his own gravitational pull, which they orbit around. Ah. Well, that was easy. What will you give me? 100 rupees? Wonderful. Thank you. I like when I go into somebody's house and beat them up and they just give me $100. It's not the first time it's happened. This is the second giant eye you fought. Well, if you're counting the ones in the game, then yes. If you're counting ones in reality as well, then it's, I think, the 15th. But we won't talk about that. Let's pop over to the dessert just to see what's there. I like how I keep teleporting right into that guy's face each time. It's just like, oh god, not again. Just morph into him. Become one with him. Then he has the blue tunic. I think I need to be in the dark world, actually. Yes, hold on. I think I need to go warp over there. I like that the game doesn't damage you for telefragging. It's very forgiving in that regard. Like they specifically thought of how to handle that happening. Yeah, because, you know, you can pop in wherever you want. Am I mistaken? Do you not get there from here? It's been a really long time since I've done this. Can I just pop back in there? I thought you had to be on the other side. Maybe I have to go from the other side out there. I think that I do. How deeply infuriating. But I will do it. My two goals before I end the stream and go to bed is to get that one and then go to the Death Mountain. The Death Mountain. Not the fake one, the real one. And do that one as well. Yeah. I'm on a delay. A natural, not stream-induced delay. Alrighty. I'm out, man. I'm tired. You have a good night. I'll try texting you tomorrow. Thank you very much for stopping by. Hope your night went well, too. I think you were off tonight. I was wondering if you would pop by. And, yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow if you want. Thankfully, truck works, so I can go do stuff. But, good night. Yeah, there we go. All that work when I was right there. Could have just done it. It went well, thanks. You are welcome. For reasons. It's probably the best item to get there. Alright, let's move on to Death Mountain. Everybody's favorite vacation destination. Yes. I forgot for a moment what I was doing. Then I remembered, and I understood that everything was well. Ah. I'm being struck by large cabbage. But everything remains well. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Have you ever been to the grocery store? And as you are walking around, you are struck by cabbage. Enormous cabbage, not standard-sized cabbage. Enormous cabbage. If measured with a pair of Mitutoyo calipers, would be immeasurable due to the fact that it's larger than the calipers they offer. As far as I'm aware. That significant of cabbage. Or is this just an experience that I've had? It's hard to be sure anymore. Apparently I've had a lot of unique bad experiences. Just enormous cabbage. The girthiest cabbage you could possibly ever think of. I apologize for the seizures. Oh, nice. Convenient. That's every item then. Except for the red tunic. And the silver arrows. Silver arrows are critical. I can't beat Ganon without that. Red tunic would be nice. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure there's a red tunic in this game. Quite sure. What did I need for Turtle Rock? I've already forgotten. I think it was this I thought I needed? Or was there something else I needed for Turtle Rock now? Because I didn't get any other items. Why did I walk out of Turtle Rock? There was a reason. I've immediately forgotten what it was. It was like 40 minutes ago. How could anybody possibly remember that? Was it the lantern? Might have been the lantern. I can't remember if I went back and got the lantern after Turtle Rock or not. Anyway, I guess it doesn't matter because I'm going to stop the stream now because it's getting very late. And I actually do need to go and do stuff tomorrow now that I can drive the truck. So, I should stop the stream here. So again, all I'm missing is a red tunic and silver arrows. As far as I'm aware, maybe a bottle. It's hard to tell because now I have to cycle through them like this and I don't want to count them. Oh, I do have another fairy. Alright, cool. Got the red boomerang. Pretty sure I've got everything else. Just missing the silver arrows and red tunic. So I should be pretty much good to go. I just have to have competency to actually do things. By the looks of things, you have everything you need for Turtle Rock. That's why I figured it was probably the lantern, right? So I probably popped in there and it was like, oh, now I need the lantern. And then I went back and you were like, the lantern's here. And then I went there and had a terrible experience. And something about cabbage happened. That's all I've got from tonight. What is wrong with you? What? Alright. Your exceptional hopping skills have saved you. I will not attempt to defeat you. I will save. You needed the lantern and the mirror shield, I think, since you got both. Yeah, that should be good then. P. So, maybe I'll do Turtle Rock on the next stream. Kind of surprised that the GPU didn't crash, but it's such a random thing that it's just not even predictable anymore. Alright, so Hope everybody's cool with having to replay a couple of things due to the weirdness of everything that's happened. I don't know what happened with the save files originally again. It's just been a nightmare. My life, that is, not the save files, although also the save files. So in the process of packing up the computer and moving everything, I don't know. There's just been a lot going on. So I don't think it was too bad. I still haven't done the ice dungeon. I know that's just annoying. And then the swamp was the one that I just redid, and I had already done that on stream, so that's done with at least. And then the one over there in the whatever that area is with Sahasrara in the Dark World, that was one that I tried to do before, and it needed the lantern or the hammer or both. But I should be able to do everything now. So I was going to return to those at some point anyway, and I don't think I had before. So anyway, it's fine. Get back to them. And we quickly... Yeah. Look at the dungeons again before I go. Just to remind myself. Okay, so 7 is the ice dungeon, 4 is the one that I was just talking about, and 6 is Turtle Rock. So, yeah, I should be pretty good to go. Except for the ice dungeon. The ice dungeon's still gonna annoy me. For some reason, I just can't figure out the simplicity of it. It's the one thing that you're supposed to do to make it work. But yeah, only 3 left, and then we can fight Ganon. So hopefully, I will find the silver arrows in one of those. It would be really cool if I didn't. And that becomes a thing. There's also the spot that you can bomb in the castle, the dungeon thing there, which happens when you get all of the pendants, I think. And normally that is where the silver arrows are? Or is that just how you get in there? I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've played this. And by a long time, I mean like 2 or 3 years. Which is long enough. Anyway. That'll be it for tonight. Thank you everybody who stopped by. Basically 2 people, Double Dot Guy and Steven. Thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you to my technical advisor for hanging out yet again and giving me insightful information on how to complete things so that I'm not floundering around for more than 50 minutes at least. What is this cave? Sure. Wait. Sorry, my Japanese is very rusty. I don't think that was worth doing. Oh, well, healed me. That's nice. Doesn't matter, but it's nice. Oh, I was hoping there'd be some treasure chest to end the stream on. Oh, well, that's fine. Alright, thank you everybody who stopped by to watch. And to anybody who's watching this in the future, or the past, if you somehow managed to figure out how to do that. That's very cool. Please let me know what happens if you're from the past. And, thank you everybody. Good night, and good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. And I hope you stop by for the next stream, which hopefully will be soon. I'm just getting so exhausted every night now that I go to sleep too early and I don't even bother streaming. But I should probably just stream earlier. Thank you everybody for stopping by. Hope you stop by in the future.